What's up, guys? It is Tuesday, September 17th, 2024. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 861,781. TikTok next block. I was going to save this video for Satoshi Saturday, but I'm going to start talking more about Bitcoin because I don't want to make this channel a 6-day-a-week political channel and then only spend one day of Bitcoin. The reason I've been doing it, obviously, it's been election season and all the nonsense was going on, and Trump getting just absolutely whatever. But anyways, so Gary Cardone is the twin brother of Grant Cardone, for those of you that don't know. I featured him on my channel before. He's an investor, multi-millionaire, big time now in the Bitcoin space. He did something today. He sold, well, you'll see in the video, it's a link in the description box. He is going to sell a lot of his silver, right? I believe it was, what was it? I got all these numbers in my head. I want to say 23,000 ounces, 23,200 ounces. I think it was going to be 23,700, but he kept 500 ounces. The reason why that's near and dear to my heart, because people sell things, right? But he's selling it for Bitcoin, right? Because silver's up and stuff like that. But the reason why it's near and dear to my heart, for those of you that don't know, I have almost 900 videos on my channel, and probably more than half of them, I don't know about that, a lot of them are about gold and silver. If you go back and look, what's today? September 17th. Okay. I started my YouTube channel September 20th, 2020. Jesus, it'll be 4 years. And I was all about precious metals. Now, let me say this. Let me say these two things. Obviously, number one, this is not financial advice. Okay, that's the number one thing. And number two, actually three things. Number two, I'm not telling anybody what to do with their money or whatever. And number three, I guess that's financial advice. But number three, I have a lot of friends in the gold and silver business here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Nevada is the silver state. That's part of the reason I moved here, because I just love silver, man. I love silver. I like gold too, but I just love me some silver, man. You won't find a person that loves silver more than me, and and I don't want to rain on their parade or mess their business up or anything like that, because these guys work hard. These silver and gold, coin shops and stuff like that. So I'm not knocking them on them, because they're doing some real good work. And I'm not telling anybody not to buy precious metals or anything like that. And again, I'm not knocking their industry or their business, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Okay, I'm trying to see where this guy's going. Sorry, I'm caught in traffic. Thank you. In the traffic jam here. So anyways, Gary Cardone made a video today getting ready to sell a lot of his, a big chunk of silver. And I don't know what percentage of it is his silver. It's crazy, because I watched a video of him a couple of weeks ago, and somebody was interviewing him, and they came to the door, and he had a bunch of silver at the doorstep. He's like, "Oh yeah, I just got that delivered, man, blah blah blah." And I thought to myself, and again, not knocking silver, but I sold all my precious metals. I actually sold the last of it in October of last year. So it's been almost a year now, 11 months that I sold all of it. And I've started selling it in 2022. I started stacking in 2020. But mid to late 2022, I started selling it off. And I thought to myself, wow, Gary Cardone probably knows a lot more about Bitcoin than I do. I don't know when he got in. I bought Bitcoin February 24th, 2021. I don't know exactly when he got in, but there's a process to it when you start really studying Bitcoin. But anyways, so I thought to myself, when that person was coming in his house to do that interview, I'm thinking, man, you got that silver and you're talking about Bitcoin. Why do you got that silver? But he's older than me. He's in his 60s, and it took me a while to sell mine, because we're still physical guys. We want to touch things and have our hands on things. This digital stuff is kind of like, we're hard heads, man. So anyways, fast forward to today's video, and as you can see, I don't want to spoil it for you, I suggest to go watch it now. Pause this one, pull up another window and watch it. Yeah, okay, if you just came back to watching it, yeah. It's a lot, you know. Again, I didn't sell that much. I had quite a bit, though. I had quite a bit. It just reminded me of myself, because when you start studying Bitcoin, as you can see through the video, he's talking about, you see how long it takes, and, you know, it might take me 10 days to get paid. Now, it didn't take me 10 days to get paid. The people that I deal with, especially one particular coin shop that I deal with, they just pay me right on the spot, man. You know, but he had a lot more than me. But even if I had that much, he would pay me right on the spot. But he's saying, like, man, what if I had to, you know, go to somewhere real quick or get on a plane? You know, it's heavy, it's physical, it's encumbersome, you know what I mean? And the process that I went through when I was learning about hard money and stuff like that with silver and gold and everything else, and when I started learning about Bitcoin, I just realized that as much as I loved it, I love silver and gold and stuff, I just knew that Bitcoin was the way. Not only is it harder money than gold, even vintage gold, vintage silver, but it's a digital money, and it's a immutable money. You know what I mean? You can't change anything about it. You know, there's a ledger on there, and it's just a bunch of blocks that thousands and thousands of computers around the world verify, and boom, it's there. You know, it's not centralized. It's not one centerpiece. It's just a bunch of computers. And I just looked at the network again. I'm just giving you the rough thing about Bitcoin, but I just once I started learning about it, I'm like, what am I doing with this silver? And I think that's what happened with Gary Cardone. Gary Cardone might have took him a while. Again, I don't know when he got into Bitcoin. I don't know if he got in before me or after me, but he's just like, when you have all that money sitting there, just sitting there, because what do you buy silver and gold for, right? What do you buy precious metals for? We buy them to what? We don't buy them to invest, because you're not investing in anything, because it's money. Gold and silver are technically God's money, right? We buy it to have it be a hedge on inflation, to fight the money printer, right? The debasement of our currency. It keeps up, you know, with our purchasing power. It keeps our purchasing power over long periods of time, and it's done very, very well, right? But with the games they play, the Crimex and everything else, they suppress gold and silver. You can't do that with Bitcoin, despite the Coinbase, BlackRock rumors that are going around. They can't do it. They may do it in the future, I don't know, but right now they can't. They just can't, because it's too hard of a money. And when you have this gold and silver just sitting there, and this is what I did, right? Now, again, when I was doing it when it was in the 20s and the 30,000 range. I was selling my silver. I was selling generic rounds and stuff that really wasn't, you know, that good. Then you start realizing when you're selling something for Bitcoin to the hardest money in the world, you start realizing what becomes priority. And what the things that I kept and I sold last was constitutional silver and vintage silver. That was the last thing I sold. And even that stuff I sold, right? And I think Gary Cardone is doing that, because now we're in the 58, 59, 60,000 range right now. And we got the Fed meeting coming up tomorrow. And I'm not saying the price is going to go up. I don't know if they're going to raise a quarter of 50 bips tomorrow. I don't know what they're going to do, right? But normally when this happens, you know, it may not happen right away that the price is going to go up. But if you look at the charts and you look at all the things that are lining up for Bitcoin, man, again, if history and if the past is any indication of the future, guys, listen, man. Again, it's even if all this stuff wasn't going on, with the ETFs being passed, the nation states, all these institutions buying Bitcoin, how in the world is this thing only $60,000? It should be way higher than that. And that's a gift for us, man. So with all of that, on top of all the other stuff I said about the interest rates and the money printer going burr, guys, man, I'm thinking it's going to go higher. And I think Gary thinks that too. And the reason I'm saying it, because I'm going through that. I'm looking through my house for stuff to sell for Bitcoin, right? When you see me come here, this is just my local CVS. It's a few miles from my house. They charge me no fees to come here, and I do DoorDash part-time, and there's no fees for that, right? So I made $90 today. Now you can only take out 20 $20 increments at this CVS ATM. I took out 80 bucks. And tomorrow when I make some money, I'll put 20 bucks into my gas tank. But I got 80 bucks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down the street to my bank and I'm going to deposit that in my bank and I'm going to put it into my Strike app, right? Now, what can I buy with that? I can buy 132,000 roughly at these prices. It's about 1,600 something Satoshis for $1. Jesus. Oh my God, guys, this is why I was gonna save it for Satoshi Saturday. I can get 1,600 something Satoshis for $1, right? $1 and 80 bucks. I'm getting 130 something $1,000 just for working a few hours a day. I did a morning shift, the lunch shift, for a couple hours, and then I just did the night shift. I made 40 something, and 40 something made me about 90 something bucks, 92, 93 bucks, whatever I made, and I took out 80 bucks. That's going to give me 130 something thousand Satoshis. Guys, listen, next year, if these prices do what they're supposed to do, and it's looking like they're going to, I mean, 80 bucks is not going to get me anywhere near the Satoshis I'm getting now. I believe that's why Gary Cardone did what he did. That's why I did what I did. I didn't look back, man. When I sold my gold and silver, the rest of my silver and stuff, my precious metals, I did it at a pretty good time too. I did it right before the end of it. I did it through the bear market, but then at the end of it, towards the before the ETFs were launched in January. I remember I sold in October in the 30,000 range at the last bit of it, and I got some pretty good change off that, and I'm doing pretty well. I'm pretty much double my money or double my purchasing power now. I think now, even in the 50s and 60s, your purchasing power in the next 4 years, because again, you look at Bitcoin in 4-year cycles. Don't worry about 6 months or a year or something like that. Guys, with these halvings, these cyclical situations going on, there's only 450 Bitcoin being mined a day now instead of 900. It's been doing that for a few months. These institutions, these banks, all these people buying Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is ripe for the picking right now. And I believe one day in a few cycles that we're not even going to be able to buy or trade Bitcoin for dollars, man. I just think it's going to be so valuable. I don't know when that's going to be, but I just think if you understand and know what Bitcoin is, this is why I tell you guys all the time, you got to study it. Gary Cardone is not an idiot. This man is not stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I'm smart, he's following my footsteps or nothing like that. But Gary Cardone has a lot of things going on. He's a very, very rich man. He's got a lot of Bitcoin, way more Bitcoin than I have. And he's trying to do the right thing. Oh, I got some precious metals and I got some Bitcoin. He's trying to have the quote unquote diversified portfolio. But the more and more you study Bitcoin, you will understand there is no second best. So if there is no second best, and let's say silver is the 7th best or the 5th best or the 12th best or whatever, why, if I could put the opportunity cost of why would I put my energy into silver or gold or anything else, why wouldn't I just put it all into Bitcoin? Because there's nothing in the planet like it. And you'll understand that once you study it. You'll understand how valuable a Satoshi is. This is why I make literally a weekly series called Satoshi Saturday. I think I'm the only one on YouTube that does that. By the way, if you haven't checked my Satoshi Saturday out, go ahead. And I'm speaking of Satoshis, if you want to help a brother out with some Satoshis for making these videos or giving you some information, you can help me out or hit the links below. And if you don't have any Satoshis to give, don't worry about it. Just do the regular stuff, hit the like button, share, and everything else. But listen, let me wrap this up with a bow, guys. Listen. Gary Cardone sold a lot of his silver. I don't know how much. He sold a big chunk, I think. And a lot of people are selling off a lot of things. And once the world understands and realizes what Bitcoin is, for me, it's off to the races. And when I look at the Bitcoin price, I see two things. One, there's not enough pain in the world. That's why people are not buying it. And number two, people don't understand what it is. It's just an indication of people don't know what it is. And it's a treasure chest, man. Bitcoin and Satoshis are a treasure chest that is the best kept, or it's the best secret in the world, but it's in plain sight. Bitcoin is nowhere but everywhere at the same time. People know what it is. I've never met anybody that says, I don't know what Bitcoin is. Everybody knows what it is. They've heard of it, but nobody knows what it is. You know what I mean? This is why I say, go down below on my channel and look at the look at the resources I have down there. Check out the YouTube channel. Check out Bitcoin University. Check out the books. If you haven't read the Bitcoin Standard, read the Bitcoin Standard. Get on this stuff, man. I know it's political season. I know you guys are working hard and doing things, but man, I'm telling you, the best thing you can do for your finances is to do the best you can as quickly as you can. Is study this thing, so you and your family will be very well off. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, guys. And again, I think I already said that. And again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And I'm rambling now, but I'm just so excited. I can't wait to make this deposit, buy the hardest money in the world. And I'm so proud of Gary Cardone for what he did. And I suggest you guys too, is to study this thing. Find as many things in the house that you can that's just sitting there, that you can get some fiat currency and trade it for the best thing in the world, the best money in the world. And I think, since I've talked about it all night, you guys already know what it is. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save. And that's Bitcoin. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.